Chapter 072 Provocation. Can 10 flying swords integrate into the bodies of those flying Yixias? You haven't cultivated to the 5th stage of supernatural power, the Heaven Man realm, the level where you can lay grand formations and refine spirit artifacts. Fang Han had lost his 7-fiend gourd, so he relied solely on his physical body to fight enemies and urgently needed a magic treasure for self-defense and combat. The 10 flying swords you own are all spirit artifacts. Though I cannot activate their core grand formations, I can do some patching on the outside and integrate the swords into an Azura's bone spurs. An Azura modified this way will be far more powerful. It can slay enemies with a wave of its hand, unleash sword chi, merge the sword and body into one. The sword is the man, and the man is the sword. Back in the day, my Huanquan men had this crafting technique called Demon Sword Puppet. To refine this thing, you do not need to step into the supernatural power secret realm. As long as your spirit is strong enough to influence others' consciousness, you can refine this extremely powerful demon sword puppet yourself, which excels at decisive, brutal killing, to restore the glory of our demon emperor. Yin explained unhurriedly, as if he was teaching Fang Han the knowledge of artifact refining. I need to step into the supernatural power secret realm as soon as possible. Only after becoming a true disciple do I have the qualifications to contend with Hua Tiandu. Fang Han listened quietly, catching every word, then asked, Senior Sister Jialan warned me that Hua Tiandu also obtained a fortuitous immortal opportunity, inherited the legacy of an ancient figure called Panwu Xianzuan, and cultivated the Panwu Great Power supernatural art. His magical power is vast and mighty. He is the strongest among all true disciples. Do you know this Panwu Xianzuan? What? Panwu Xianzuan? Yan's voice carried a hint of unease. If that Hua Tiandu really obtained Panwu Xianzuan's legacy, it will be extremely, extremely difficult for you to defeat him. Panwu Xianzuan was one of the 9 ancient sublimes he cultivated in an era earlier than the great demon emperors and refined his path to immortality long ago, ascending to another dimension. Before he achieved immortality, he left behind his legacy. His Panwu Great Power art, once cultivated, grants immense, unrivaled magical power that few can match in the current age. It is the most orthodox of arts. He always subdued others with sheer force, and none dared disobey. Forget it. I won't say more, lest I break your confidence. Nothing can break my confidence. My confidence stands as the sun and moon in the sky, as rivers and seas on the earth. Cultivation depends on the person, not the technique. I walk one step at a time. Even if Hua Tiandu obtained the legendary Gate of Eternity you speak of, it still cannot snuff out my confidence. Fang Han said proudly, Come on, let's go back. After becoming an inner sect disciple, there are many items to collect. We'll collect our things, then go back to cultivate. We gained a lot on the demon battlefield this time. When I step into the supernatural power secret realm in one go, I'll leave those people stunned. After becoming an inner sect disciple, the benefits were completely different. This time he had officially entered the core of cultivation. What a pity. That great valiant demon king was taken by Hua Tiandu. If not, refining it into a pill would have been incredibly potent. Yin said regretfully. Originally on the demon battlefield, there were 3,000 demon fiends and 1 demon king, all frozen by Hua Tiandu with a single move. Snow fills the heavens. But after Hua Tiandu left, all these demons, including the great valiant demon king, vanished into thin air, as if they had been teleported away. It was obvious that Hua Tiandu had taken them all. Passing through the ancient stone gate, Fang Han returned to the inner immortal court of Yuhua Men. By this time, many disciples who had passed the assessment had already returned, all discussing among themselves. When they saw Fang Han, they cast strange glances at him. Some even pointed and whispered, their faces full of disdain. The matter of him challenging Hua Tiandu was a sensational, explosive news, and by now it had spread like wildfire across the entire sect. Even those half-elder examiners cast strange looks at him, as if he was a god of plague, and would not say a single extra word to him. Fang Han paid no mind to any of this, and went straight to the distribution area to collect his items. He received a high-grade magic sword and various magic talismans. The Swiftwalk talisman was made into a pair of yellow cloth gaiters, inscribed with many wind patterns that held magical power. Once tied around the calves, when one ran hard, a gentle wind would immediately circle around the body, making the wearer as light as a swallow, able to run as fast as flying without expending any stamina. Traveling thousands of li a day was no difficult feat. There were also message paper cranes, and a stack of adamantine talismans. When ignited, a golden mist immediately wrapped around the user, capable of blocking arrows, blades, and even withstanding one strike from a flying sword. The effect lasted for the time it takes a stick of incense to burn, used for emergency situations. A water-breathing talisman, when held in the mouth, it allowed the user to absorb air from water, so one would not suffocate. All kinds of talismans like these were magic artifacts and spirit talismans extremely useful for daily life and cultivation, far more abundant than the 5 talismans given to outer sect disciples. Besides all this, the most valuable items were a bottle of pills and a water-fire Dao robe. It could not only block blades and swords, but also ward off water and fire. Fire could not burn into the body, and water automatically pushed the wearer afloat. Fang Han did not care much about the magic sword. Because his original magic sword had been refined by Fang Qingxue, it carried strong purple lightning and was extremely powerful. Apart from not being able to fly out to kill enemies on its own, its destructive power was almost equal to a flying sword. Your residence has been arranged inside the inner immortal court. This is your gate token. No one may trespass another's residence without permission, otherwise you will be punished according to sect rules. Also, you have 3 days every month to go to the Dharma Transmission Court. During that time, transmission elders from the Yuhua Heavenly Palace will teach you Yuhua Men's method of cultivating spirit, explain all the mysteries of spirit cultivation, and guide you to open the right path to the supernatural power secret realm. The elder distributing the items stared at Fang Han for a long while, then spoke with a blank expression. Fang Han did not nod, just gave a hum to show he understood, and walked out alone. Haha, isn't this the overambitious Fang Han? Just as he walked out the door, a voice called out. Fang Han looked over and saw a man, with Fang Qingwei standing right beside him. Fang Qingwei was also wearing a waterfire Dao robe, so she had obviously also been promoted to inner sect disciple. Right now, she looked at Fang Han with a gloating, deeply resentful expression. And the man beside her had a teasing smirk on his lips, his eyes narrowed. Who are you? Fang Han asked coldly. I am Yi Nantian. Didn't you say you were Qingwei's fiancé? Didn't you say if any man was with Qingwei, you would beat him up every time you saw him? I'm with Qingwei now. Do you want to hit me? Oh right, I heard you even dared to contradict senior brother Hua. You really are ignorant and fearless. Your 7 fiend gourd was taken away. How does that feel? Yi Nantian spoke as he stood beside Fang Qingwei. Fang Han looked at this disciple called Yi Nantian, his spirit tensed to full alert, and immediately sensed that this man's physical strength was extraordinary, probably no weaker than his own. Moreover, his spirit was highly condensed, giving the feeling that it was ready to transform at any moment, breaking out of the cocoon. His cultivation realm was actually higher than Fang Han's own. He was definitely one of the top outstanding disciples among inner sect members. Whether I'm ignorant and fearless, you can test it. Fang Han closed his eyes and exhaled slowly. Test me? In a few months, it will be time for the inner sect to revise the Mountain River ranking. I'll wait for you on the Mountain River ranking then. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I am 3rd on the Mountain River ranking. You can call me Senior Brother Yi. But you lost your 7 fiend gourd. I'm afraid you won't even make it onto the Mountain River ranking, right? Yi Nantian laughed loudly. Qingwei, let's go. Fang Han, you will always be a slave. You can never change that. Fang Qingwei glanced at Fang Han, left this sentence, and left. 3rd on the Mountain River ranking, Yi Nantian. In a few months, you will not be anymore. Fang Han did not make a move, and just walked towards his new residence.